Samina Sheikh here on Zoom channel, and with me today I have the star cast of Munjya. So join me as I welcome the entire Munjya crew right now on Zoom. Lovely to have all of you. But what is this Munjya? And I can see such a scary face on a Monday.
Yeah.
Thanks for adding to my Monday blues completely. So tell me about it. First, when I saw it, the trailer, I thought like she is blessed with some ghost spirits. And somehow she's come into your life.
Okay.
First I felt so, that maybe that is how she came into picture. But you have to tell me, because the Munjya is actually haunting you in a way.
We like the theory though.
Yeah.
I think we must build on more theories like this. I like that people are making theories.
The Monday blues are working.
Monday blues are working.
Yeah.
So tell me about it, Abhay.
So as far as Munjya is concerned, so that comes from a folklore that is in Konkan belt of Maharashtra. And there's a Munj ceremony which I mean we all have seen here and there. वो जनेऊ जिसको बोलते हैं हम काफ़ी जगह पर. So that ceremony takes place, and if any unnatural death happens after the ceremony, so that Munjya, so they become Munjya. So the soul wanders here and there, he goes up. So then this guy comes into the picture who has Munjya on his back for some reason, and for somehow. So then after the sunset he emerges, and then before sunrise he goes back. So that's an experience which is one of a kind for sure, and that's one thing which people are going to witness first, and we are happy to be the flag bearers of it, starting it in the Hindi film industry. And kudos to the filmmakers and creators and directors as well to create such a concept and to be able to work on it, and that precisely with that amount of effort and hard work to be put in. I think this is going to be one good cinematic experience for us all.
I have to ask you, Mona, your South Indian accent is so funny.
South Indian कहाँ से आ गया?
वो जो accent आपका ना थोड़ा वैसे ही sound कर रहा था, to be honest.
अच्छा.
So I really wish to know कि
it?
ये accent आपका है वो क्या है?
It's a bit of Marathi and Punjabi.
It's a mix of both.
Yeah.
तो वो South पहुंच
वो
जाते हैं.
South Indian होगा.
तो South
Yeah.
It felt that way, and
Okay.
I genuinely felt that way, So if you could just
You're the
say
first
that.
one who said
Yeah,
that.
yeah, and I said that, before this interview also, I was like, I could feel the accents of, the accent was like that. So if you could say that accent rather, for
Well,
the
you
viewers
have
out there.
shown a light on the accent. I didn't know it was South Indian, but for me it was Punjabi and Marathi mix.
Yeah.
So.
And you're a Punjabi could
yes,
completely
yes.
by heart. So how was it like mixing Marathi and Punjabi for you?
It was very entertaining for me.
Yeah.
You see, there were a lot of local expletives that I was using, Madar, Nandan and all that. So, yeah, it was quite a lot of fun.
And we have never heard this term, by the way, when you said
Nor
that.
did I. It was our director's innovative expletive that we were using. But for my character, she's a Sardarni married to a Maharashtrian.
Yeah.
So hence the mix, the family lives in Pune and they come from there, and then they go to Konkan to fight and capture Munjya. So yeah, I think the dialogues and the jokes are pretty funny. It's a mix of Marathi and Punjabi.
Sharvari, what do you have to say about the entire Munjya theories? You have heard such stories a lot, and you also, come from the background of, Maharashtrian family company. So tell us about that.
Yeah, like I said, you were right about the fact that I do come from a Maharashtrian family, and I have a native place. It's called Morgaon. It is not in Konkan, but I always go there during Ganpati, and I actually always go there anyway, but on the most auspicious times that we go is Ganpati. So yeah, I mean, when I've grown up, I've heard this story which says that कि खाना खा लो मुंजा आ जाएगा, मुंजा खाना खा लेगा, या फिर it basically हमेशा इस मुंजा को कहीं ना कहीं यूज़ किया जाता है. जैसे हर एक कल्चर में ऐसा कोई तो एनेक्डोट होता ही है कि ये आ जाएगा या वो आ जाएगा या चुड़ैल ले लेगी. You have these terms that like आप बच्चों को डराते हो इस terms से. तो हम भी चाहते हैं कि हम सबको डराए मुंजा से. और I mean ऑनेस्टली हम ज़्यादा इसके बारे में बोलेंगे नहीं, बिकॉज ये हमारी थियोरीज रिवील कर देगा. बट वी आर वेरी हैप्पी टू हियर कि लोगों को क्या लग रहा है. लाइक योर थियोरी आई लव.
आई एम क्यूरियस एक्चुअली rather. The one more thing which I noticed about Munjya was the character itself has his own sense of humor also.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
Which
good
is why-
observation.
yeah.
It's a great one. You're the first person to observe that.
Which
by
is
the
why
way.
it's called a CGI. Which is why it's called a CGI actor and not just any like CGI character or some any VFX done. So I mean the uniqueness of the film is this, that we have developed a character out of scratch through VFX. So the green screen of the shooting and the uniqueness of just imagining things around, so that really came into play, and it was an interesting shoot to be at, interesting set to be at rather, in terms of working and how as to an actor needs to perform, or his ability of imagination coming in. So there was a lot of fun things which came together to this bizarre and interesting cast to play characters on screen and to have fun.
Bizarre, interesting.
Bizarre and
Love it.
interesting.
How
I know
many of
ensemble.
you believe in black magic?
It's not that it's not that we believe in it, but I'm not speaking for everyone, but yeah, I mean, from whatever I know, it's not believing in it, but it's knowing.
Be precautious of
It's
it.
like the awareness of knowing that yes, it might exist, but yeah, I don't believe in black magic.
And there's a very cliche thing which I'm saying, which it's also thoda funny, but so many times girls get to hear this quite often, not directly, indirectly, which is like काला जादू की उसने मेरे बच्चे पे. आप लोगों ने कभी ऐसा सुना है?
काला जादू किया बच्चे पे नहीं सुना.
वो काला
मैंने
जादू
सुना है कि नजर लगी है बच्चे.
हाँ, नजर वो
काला
छोटा
जादू.
वर्जन हो
Yeah.
सकता है उसका. हाँ,
But
नजर
sometimes like we have this cliche dialogues
Yeah.
even in movies or in कि हाँ मेरे बच्चे पे उसने काला जादू की है.
Serials में
मेरा
सुना.
बच्चा, yeah, serials में especially sons are like when they are inclined towards the wives or girlfriends, and there are this sasumas with theories
वश में कर लिया है उसको.
वश में कर लिया उसको. वश में
good
कर
one.
लिया है. But you recently also shared about an incident, which took place in front of your eyes, which was very
Yes.
uncanny. Tell me about that.
So
I love ghost stories, so I'm all the more curious to know. Yeah, that's why I'm so excited if you could see that.
Oh, we are very unlike you. We are very scared. Yeah.
So the ghost story, I don't know if it was a ghost or I don't know what
Or it was
exactly.
two twins standing at two different.
Maybe, or just my imagination. I
maybe
don't know.
girls are fast these days.
So I was going back home after chilling with my friends, and I was on a bike. So there was this long bridge there's this long bridge in Pune called the Bun Garden Bridge. So bridge ke beginning mein there was this lady asking for a lift. I obviously did not stop. The minute I crossed the bridge, the same lady was asking for a lift.
Okay.
Yes. तो मेरी तो बोलती बंद हो गई थी. I was like, निकलो अब यहाँ से, भगवान का नाम लो और पीछे मुड़ के मत देखो. Yeah, so that's what
were you
happened
like
to
quite
me.
tired or exhausted when you were leaving or something?
I had partied a lot, so yeah, I was maybe.
It was Delulu by any chance?
no Delulu,
No
but I
Delulu.
hope it was Delulu.
It was Ghost Lulu actually. What about you, Sharvari? Have you ever experienced something like this?
No, not really. Apart from the fact that when we were shooting for Munjya that time, we, strangely, on a breakfast table, everyone just started discussing how they woke up at 3 a.m. And that was actually the most scary or paranormal thing that has so far happened, because I had also woken up to go to the washroom, and I remember seeing that it was 3 o'clock, and I didn't make too much of it. But at breakfast, when everybody was like, हाँ मैं भी 3 बजे उठी थी, या मैं भी 3 बजे उठा था, that was very scary, because how can people just randomly in their own rooms wake up at 3 sharp, like 3 a.m.
Okay.
So that was very scary. And then after that, we were little like wary of this 3 a.m. time. But yeah, that is the only thing that's possibly happened to me, which is
So
on the set
आपने
of
वो
Munjya.
दया वाला जो रूप था वो अपनाया था खुद के इसमें कि लॉजिक लगा क्या है इसमें?
नहीं नहीं,
क्या
मैंने
logic
कोई
है?
लॉजिक वॉजिक नहीं लगाया. मेरे बगल वाली रूम अभय की थी, और मुझे पता था कि 2 बेड्स ऐसे थे और बीच में एक वॉल थी. तो मैंने सोचा, मैंने उसको बोल के रखा था कि अगर मैं उठी 3 बजे तो मैं 3 बार खटखटाऊंगी, ताकि अगर मैं उठ गई तो मैं अकेले कहीं नहीं जाऊंगी. मतलब अगर जाना है तो तुझे लेके जाऊंगी.
Wow. Abhay, what about you?
Nothing as such, मतलब कुछ
Only
experience.
time that I woke him up at 3.
Yeah, nothing as such. But वो पीछे दरवाजे से कोई टक टक आवाज आ रही थी. But yeah, the 3 a.m. story actually did happen to me, and उसका पता नहीं क्या राज है, क्या रहेगा. But there was some bizarre thing which happened to me, and that was actually the first time that something of sorts had happened.
Yeah.
But I've been always been aware of the precautions that one might take. कि हाँ चौराहे से जा रहे हो तो थोड़ा सा ऐसा घूम के जाओ, और काला धागा पहन लो. So just the awareness and the precautions I've been aware to, but nothing as such that I've experienced like first hand.
And as weird as it gets, Have you all seen Munjya in your dreams ever while shooting
I
for
have.
this one?
Even I have.
I have.
Even I
I
have.
have big time. I have
Exactly the
Yes.
same character.
exactly
Yes.
the same character pouncing on me. I
Yeah.
have.
Wow.
So have I.
Yeah.
So have I. The thing is that I used to imagine the Munjya on
So
Abhay's
much.
back so often
Yeah.
during scenes that for whatever reason it felt like it was on my back in one of these dreams, and it felt so like weird and heavy and creepy because every day you're putting yourself and you're imagining exactly that, right? With the actor in front of you, that it just feels like अभी इसको हुआ है तो मुझे भी हो जाएगा types, that syndrome that people have, इसको खांसी होगी तो मुझे भी हो जाएगी.
Surely. My God.
No,
What about you,
yeah.
Mona?
No, thankfully I did not see Munjya in my dreams, but I saw Munni.
बदनाम हो रही है.
Munjya की Munni आ गई थी
Munjya
dream
ki
में.
Munni. But going by the storyline, there are people, like recently when I read, and it was quite bizarre. I think in Kerala or some other place, they got married. Like some kid got married to the dead.
Oh,
Yes, because it was some, kind of a ritual.
ritual.
Wherein the person who didn't get married but was supposed to dies, and then because उसकी इच्छा पूरी नहीं हुई है.
Oh, ये Munjya.
Yes, so
Ah.
basically they literally like take proper barat and all, and they're
Oh.
taking things and all, and it's a story, like it's a proper story about that. And that's when I saw the trailer and I was like, is
Whoa.
it like anyhow connected? उनकी कुछ आखिरी इच्छा रहती है ना, कि शादी हुई नहीं है तो ऐसे करके उनको फिर वो डेड बॉडी की वो बना देते हैं.
The आखिरी
The
इच्छा
person
thing
is
is,
gone
yeah.
already, but they do something like this.
Wow.
So have you ever heard such bizarre stories or because Munjya itself is something which people believe in. It's
See,
something which is
bizarre story as well as I can remember is कि people के पेड़ से या केले के पेड़ से शादी करा दी किसी लड़की की. All that I've heard.
Yeah.
And but other than that, dead body से शादी कराना because इच्छा
बाप रे.
पूरी नहीं हुई is too far fetched an idea for me. Yeah.
like there's one more story which is of Indonesia wherein they bring back the dead body and they keep it at home, which is
Oh.
some kind of ritual
Like
they
the
follow.
mummies.
Like the mummies, yeah.
Okay.
Whoa.
These are scary rituals.
These are
Yeah.
I think I read a lot of horror. I think so.
या पिछले तो नहीं बोल रहे कि हमने बता दिया कि हम सब डरते हैं.
नहीं, मैं हॉरर काफी पढ़ते रहती हूँ. I think
हाँ,
I
वो
should
पता
control
लगता
my
है.
consumption.
Right.
But talking about your role also, Mona,
Yeah.
we have seen you doing different characters always. You always experiment. Be it from Just See to even Three Idiots, and coming to this side and doing OTT. Tell me more about your character because एक थोड़ी सी you have that one thing where you just want to protect him somehow. You just want
Yes.
him to get out of the entire thing what is happening around him.
You see, she's a single mother. She's an independent, fierce mother, but she's very, very possessive about her son. Also because of whatever has happened in her past. So she's carrying that trauma. So which is why she doesn't want her son to really get out of the house and explore the world because she has this, feeling that she might lose him too.
Yeah.
So then eventually, the journey starts and, a lot of things happen, a lot of turns and twists happens in the movie and I'm not giving away the plot.
I'm liking the way पूरे इंटरव्यू में मैंने बहुत कोशिश की थी कि कुछ तो मुझे मिल जाएगा.
We've been taught well.
ट्रेनिंग हुई
मेरी
है.
ट्रेनिंग
We've been taught well.
ट्रेनिंग बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छी है. But before I let all of you go, Sharvari, I saw the songs and you have done something very different altogether. Tell me
Yes.
about that.
So yeah, Taras was my first ever solo dance number, and I have always wanted to, have this big dance number in a film because growing up I've always seen like Madhuri ji and I don't know how many songs she has, like Ek Do Teen, Humko Aajkal Hai Intezar. There are so many. So Dola Re Dola. So many of these, and I've always idolized Madhuri ji, and I've always idolized her for her performance in films and the dances that she does. And I guess also that Maharashtrian connect that I have because growing up, my parents used to love her, so then even I have followed their footsteps into loving loving Madhuri ji. And so for me, I think it was just one of those days कि अभी मिला है तो फिर मैं पूरी मेहनत करके सब कुछ अपना whatever hard work I have put it into it and just do it. We actually shot for 18 hours that day. I used to rehearse morning and evening because we had some 3 or 2 days to actually prep for it because one day we were actually voting, so we didn't have that day. So 3 days we had to prep for it and just go on the floor, finish that entire song in 1 day's time. And I had not contemplated कि यार solo song में ना हमेशा आपको ही नाचना पड़ता है, break ही नहीं मिलता. which I had not thought of because you know I've done a song, but I've always had other actors do some close up and then you can sit for some time, and I didn't get to sit at all, and my feet were like by the end of it feeling swollen because we shot bare feet, you know. The whole dance is bare feet, so I felt like my feet were swollen after that because we had put like mitti and like lots of things, and we were just constantly stepping on stones and whatnot. But I think at the end of the day, it was really worth it because the amount of love that people have shown the song and are taking like 5 minutes of their day to make a reel on my song is just a dream come true. You know, we've been trending on Instagram, trending on YouTube, and I think it's such a pinch me kind of a moment.
If you had to
Wow.
like put Munjya on someone, you know, from your friend list, who would
Oh
that be?
my god, put a Munjya on someone from my friend list.
I can see the finger. I know who. He's given me the answer already. So yeah.
Him only, na? I would put it on
Achha,
Abhay only.
yeah,
Abhay is
Abhay
well
only.
versed how to deal with Munjya.
Yeah,
And Abhay is
very.
also my friend apart from just my co-actor. So,
ये कैसी दोस्ती है?
Abhay.
इस दोस्ती को मैं क्या नाम दूँ?
Munjya Mubarak.
What about you, Mona?
Well, if I have to do that, friend तो हाँ friend ही है ये मेरा.
एक मिनट क्या?
There are two people vouching for
और
you.
अभय.
On
No.
Abhay.
अभय है तो भय नहीं है.
Oh.
Also, they look good together.
Yeah.
Sweet, yeah.
Yeah, the way it's
Yeah.
like Vikram Betal kind of vibe also thoda
Yeah.
sa, you know, that
It's a
modern
new
version
age
of
Vikram
yeah,
Betal.
new age wala. Before I let all of you go, what are your upcoming projects you're working on?
So I have some 5-6 releases lined up.
Sorry.
I have some more.
But just 5-6 releases
Abhay
just
is
like
like,
that.
I want
you
to
know?
call my casting director, sir. Are you looking for me or no?
So
nice.
yeah,
You also will be up to set.
there are series, there are 2 movies, so a lot of things to look forward to.
Woohoo!
What is going to be the surprise element for this year?
Everything, I think.
Apart
I
from
think
Munjya?
starting from Munjya, we've started to surprise from this. So it's a great start for me because this is my first release this year.
क्या बात है?
Yeah.
What about you, Sharvari?
I'm coming up with a film called Veda, which was with John Abraham, and I think with Nikhil Advani sir has directed. That is something which is a very, very special film. It's a titular role, and it's it's very, very, very close to my heart. So that is up on release. I have Maharaj coming in on Netflix, which is also a really special film, and I'm prepping for YRF Spy Universe film with Alia.
Wow, that's nice to hear. What about you, Abhay?
Well, 7th is my day.
Yeah.
It feels like it's my birthday, and all the 14 years of mehnat and auditions and whatnot I've gone through. It will reflect on the 7th June. So
And on
it feels
8th June,
like-
Abhay is going to give you the answer, which is 5-6 films abhi.
He wants to give that answer.
He will, on the 8th.
I am dying to give that answer
Or Polly to
actually.
Munjya too. I would
Munjya
be
too,
surprised.
Munjya
Munjya too.
You have actually in this interview, you have actuly like given a lot of good ideas and storylines and this
Yeah.
thing.
I'll
But
give
yeah.
you
We'll
my
come to
account
you
details
for,
after
we'll
this
send
interview.
our makers to
No, I'll
you.
just give you my account details.
Scanner.
Lovely chatting with all of you. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for coming.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mona Singh,
Hi, I'm Sharvari.
Hi, I'm Abhay.
and you're watching us exclusively on Zoom.
Zoom.